Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and today I'm going to try to make I guess we'll call it a repair. There's a little bit of damage to my front end steering components, and I've been noticing lately that when I'm going really slow and turning, there's just a little bit of catch in the steering. Like it's smooth, 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 catch for a second and then smooth again. And I'm not sure what that is. I've been wondering and looking around for it, and I don't know if I found it, but I have found a legitimate problem, and I'm gonna see if I can get it fixed. Now, the part that I'm trying to repair, I just called the local Deere dealership, and John Deere only has one of them, and it's on the other side of the country. It's a $515 part, and you know, that's a big chunk of money to bite off. So I'm gonna see if we can straighten this out and get her going again. As you look under the axle right there, you'll see the steering shaft I'm talking about with a tie rod on each end. And from this point of view, it doesn't look bent at all. And even when I take the camera around to the other side, it doesn't look bent very bad. But before I got the cameras out, I put a straight edge on that, and it is bent severely. Enough so that when you turn the wheel all the way to the left, the tie rod shaft is hitting the steering cylinder, and I believe that's what's causing my issue. Okay, so this is from the other side. This is where we're bent, and I think if I could put some leverage right here with the pry bar, we could straighten it back out. Actually, it looks like the bend starts about here. So I just need to get leverage between here and here. I think I can do that with the pry bar, but I'm not strong enough to push it up. So we're gonna get some mechanical advantage on that. All right. So right about there is where we want to put pressure. So we're gonna roll this. There we go. Okay, lift it up. Pump the jack handle. When I tell you to stop, you gotta stop though. Okay, you lifting it up. Take it up and then down. Up and down. All the way up, and then down.
All the way up. All the way up. Here.
Yep, and then down. Okay. Okay, stop right there.
Why you do that?
We're trying to straighten it. Is it working?
You broke it.
No, I didn't break it, buddy.
That scared me.
Yeah, I think that helped a little bit. We need a straight edge to compare this to. I'm replaying the footage of my first attempt to bend this bar in slow motion so that you can see it actually bend. It looks like, from this camera angle, I'm actually bending it down too far, but that's not the case. It's just a trick of the lens. This was bent up, and even the point I have it right now is still bent up. This is probably a good time to throw out a disclaimer that I'm not recommending anybody else straighten a steering rod like this. It's not a how-to video. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I can tell it's not quite there yet. Let's do it again.
That's there. There we go.
Looks like there's a second tractor here that needs work. Alright, so we've already straightened this a little bit. Actually, we straightened it a lot. Whenever I started, I put this across here, and the gap here was an inch, and now we're at like a quarter of an inch. When I first saw the way this was bent, I was assuming that I got high centered on a big rock or a log or something and bent it that way, but there's no evidence of that. The paint is not even chipped on the underside of this shaft. I know that I could have gotten this straight a lot easier if I had taken it off of the tractor and put it in a vise and maybe even heated it up, but a lot of times with this type of component, I'm hesitant to heat them because I don't want it to lose its temper or weaken it. So I chose this method because I'm out here today to dig a trench, not spend all day trying to fix this. And I think it's working the way I'm doing it. Here you're going to see a close-up of the steering cylinder and where it was hitting this shaft. I wish I had taken a before shot because it was really rubbing pretty hard on that. And that gives you a point of reference for how much I was able to bend it. Alright, well, I'm glad to have found that and fixed it. When I first saw that bent rod, I said that's a problem, it needs fixed. But I don't think it's what's causing the hiccup in my steering. But when we lifted the tractor up off the ground, turned the wheel all the way to the right with it slightly downhill, that bent shaft was bent up enough that it was hitting the steering cylinder. And so that really could have been the problem, or maybe it wasn't. I'll find out soon enough. But anyway, I'm just glad that that problem is straightened out, at least for now. I saved the $500. I appreciate you taking time to watch the video. You'll see more of our videos right here, and I'll see you next time.